Yeah, this piece revolves actually around a plant that is very, very common in Brazil and throughout Latin America, the Caribbean. And it's a tree that is known in English mostly as the peacock flower tree, even though it's mostly like a shrub or a bush. But it can be shaped into a small tree. It grows to like 4 meters or so. And this tree is very connected to the colonial history of the Americas, because it was something that was used by enslaved indigenous and African women to provoke abortions, as a way of resisting enslavement and resisting colonization. So this tree has got this deep historical connection to something that has shaped the Americas so extensively and shaped the world so extensively, really. And to me, the knowledge that has been passed down amongst colonized communities in the Americas about this tree is a form of resistance, really. This plant was, especially the bark and the leaves, were used to make a tea that was then taken for birth control or for abortion in stronger doses. So I'm using these branches through which the tea of this plant will flow and drip into teacups filled with my own saliva. That I collected these branches specifically in the shape of rivers that were part of my life and my mother and my grandmother and my great-grandmother's lives. These rivers, I mean, there's this whole association between the amount of water that Brazil has and the fertility of the soil and how things grow so easily. And this plant does grow often around rivers because it likes more humidity. It's a very, very tropical plant. And there is this interesting connection that I see between the flow of water and the flow of blood and the flow of menstruation too, when you provoke an abortion, when you use birth control. So it's got this question of the flow of blood and the flow of liquid and fertility and so on. This piece to me speaks a lot about, first of all, I would say how abortion is perceived and how the control over fertility and control over sexuality, these are fundamental pieces in the upholding and the perpetuation of colonialism. And to me, this piece speaks a lot about how these knowledges that are transmitted within colonized communities that have been affected by colonialism and continue to be affected by colonialism, how important it is these practices of caring, really. It's a form of what I understand as radical care and a form of radical solidarity amongst people in face of these systems of power.